www.onetochrist.net. www.onetochrist.net. www.onetochrist.net.
We are living through the most extraordinary moment in human history. After decades of denial and ridicule, government officials and the mainstream media are admitting that extraterrestrial civilizations are visiting Earth. But there's a twist. The same people and institutions who lied about ETs and just about everything else are now framing the extraterrestrial presence as a threat.
And we are seriously thinking of the Space Force.
One man has been trying to warn us about this for decades.
If you're seeing this, it's because I'm either dead or have been entrapped or have disappeared.
Most of us are ill-prepared for open contact with an advanced ET civilization. As our expanding cosmology outgrows our theological institutions, modern human society is spiraling into decadence, narcissism, depravity, and nihilism.
Catch me outside, how about that?
If we want to truly understand ETs, their technology, and their intentions, we have to readdress our assumptions about the nature of reality and our relationship with the physical universe.
It's helpful, of course, for them to say, oh, UFOs are real. That's quite helpful. We've been trying to get people to understand that now for the last 30 years. But it's all immediately wedded to this fact that they're this horrible threat. And so we have to come forward with a positive set of programs, a positive vision for this. And that's what I'm trying to help get the Vatican and the Jesuit order to become involved in putting forth, a discussion about the theological and philosophical challenges that this presents to us. But it's not a national security threat. It's not a threat to our species. It's not a threat to our planet. It's a threat to our view as ourselves as the be-all and end-all, that the entire universe was created as a stage on which to play out the human drama.
So what exactly are Jesuit astronomers looking for, and does the Catholic Church actually believe or is even open to the idea of the existence of extraterrestrial intelligence?
Well, fortunately, extraterrestrial intelligence will exist or not exist, whether I believe in it or not.
Now, does the existence of alien life contradict in any way Catholic dogma? I mean, do you understand that this could come as a shock to worshipers, as it affects the claim in a way that men are special in the cosmos?
Funny thing about that, first of all, it's not going to be such a shock, because I think most of us have watched enough science fiction that we're used to the idea we're not alone. Watched enough science fiction that we're used to the idea we're not alone. And we've gone through that. We're ready to accept that any creature in the universe that is created was created by the same God who created us, is in the same kind of relationship as the rest of us.
Welcome back to The World Over. In May, Pope Francis set tongues a-wagging when in a homily during his morning mass, he referenced a visit from extraterrestrials. The media ran with it and suggested that the Catholic Church was confirming the existence of intelligent life on other planets. Joining us tonight is a man who has literally pondered the mysteries of the heavens as part of his job. He is an astronomer at the Vatican Observatory and the president of the Vatican Observatory Foundation, a Jesuit, and the co-author of the new book, Would You Baptize an Extraterrestrial? We're delighted to have joining us Brother Guy Consolmagno. How did you come to this profession, and where did your interest in science begin?
Well, I'm a baby boom kid and a Sputnik kid. I started kindergarten when Sputnik went up. I finished high school at UAD High when people landed on the moon. And when I decided not to become a Jesuit my freshman year at BC, which is another long story in itself, I discovered that MIT, where my best friend was going, had the world's biggest collection of science fiction.
The date of the broadcast was 1939, and it came rather as a great surprise to us that a story, the fine H.G. Wells' classic fantasy, the original for so many succeeding comic strips and adventure stories and novels about a mythical invasion by monsters from the planet Mars should have had so profound an effect upon radio listeners.